Namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam mudiraye nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata-sevayā bhagavati uttama-shloke bhaktir bhavati nishtaki आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेशतनया स्तद्धमा वृन्दावनम् रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधूवर्गेण वा कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेम पुमार्थो महान् श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभोर्मतमिदं तत्प्रादरानापरा नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. We are reading Canto 10, Chapter 38 of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam entitled Akrura's Arrival in Vrindavan. So we have read till text number 12. Akrura is thinking, today I'll get chance to meet the Supreme Lord and glorify His name, form, qualities. All my sins will be destroyed. And seeing Krishna beautifies the whole world. When we glorify, when the holy name, which includes Krishna Katha, Krishna Kirtan, His qualities, etc., that beautifies the whole ether, that purifies, punati, that animates, is like the ornament. And the words which do not describe His name, form, qualities are like the decoration of a dead body or a corpse. So with that, let's move on to the next verse, text number 13. Sachavatirna kila sattvatanvaye Swasitupala maravar yes sharmakrit yasho vitanvan vraja asta ishvaro gayanti deva yad ashesha mangalam. Translation by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jagadguru Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. That Supreme Lord has descended into the dynasty of the Sattvatas to delight the exalted demigods who maintain the principles of religion He has created. Residing in Vrindavan, He spreads His fame, which the demigods glorify in song, and which brings auspiciousness to all. Hare Krishna. So, Lord Krishna is also called Sattvatapati in the dynasty of Sattvatas, and He has descended none other than the Supreme Lord Krishna. Where does He reside? Residing in Vrindavan. He is spreading His fame everywhere. The demigods are singing about this. And what does it do? Ashesha Mangalam. So Krishna Katha brings Mangal, Sumangal, or Mangal means auspiciousness to everyone, to the whole world. That's what we were discussing in the last few verses also. Kathanchana smrite yasmin dushkaram sukaram bhavet vismrite viparitam syat Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. When we remember Krishna, hard things become easy, easy things. And when we forget Krishna, easy things become hard. When we remember Krishna, the most impure aspect becomes pure. Om apavitram pavitro va sarvavastham gato piva yah smaret pundari kaksham sa bhayan antara shruchihi So impure things become pure. Impure environment becomes pure. Impure heart becomes pure by remembering Krishna, chanting Krishna's name, thinking about Krishna. There have been so many places which were tormented and haunted by ghosts. Devotees came there, started chanting the holy name, and the ghosts were delivered. They were no more tormented or haunted by the ghostly activities. So in short, if we want Jagat Mangala, what do we should do? If we want to create auspiciousness, Shubha, we, we should chant Krishna's name. We should spread Krishna's name. We should spread Krishna's name form qualities through the chanting of the holy name, through kirtan, through prasadam, through the transcendental literature like the Bhagavad Gita, etc., through inspiring others also to take to this process. This is the real welfare. This is the real beneficial thing. They'll be benefited, their generations will be benefited, and by doing so, we will be benefited as well. And guess what? We become most dear to Krishna, as Krishna says, anyone who shares this with others is also very, very dear to me. Any other thoughts, comments here?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Hari Bol, thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, the sloka you just recited, Apavitro, Pavitro, can you please share the thing? I want to remember this. This is from Bhagavatam?
I'm not sure the reference, it's one of the Puranas, but it is recited almost in every ceremony in ISKCON, whether it's the yagya, whether it's a, like a Griha Pravesha or fires, any sacred ceremony, any yagya is done, any samskara is done, any initiation is done. You will notice this. Prabhupada decided this at before every initiation.
Because
Om.
yeah, this is very famous. I mean, I won't say famous, like as you said. I have also heard this multiple times, and I don't know where is it written, because I don't get the whole sloka, because by hearing I can't remember this. But I remember those Pundri Kaksha and Apavitro, Pavitro. So, but at least you remember. So at least I want to write it down somewhere.
Sure, Prabhu.
So that's what I was thinking. Like, it glorifies the name of Krishna. That is why the Nam Japa, whenever we do the Nam Jap, it is not recommended that you have to have any kind of a place, a situation, or, like you can do the Nam Jap in any state of your situation, anywhere, even in the toilet. Because we don't know if we are in the toilet and we die. If we are not jumping, नाम जपा हो रहा है तो भगवान के पास पहुंच जाएंगे. So इसलिए that is what this is very oftenly quoted, that नाम भगवान का जो नाम है itself, everything gets purified from the नाम itself. So we don't have to have any kind of requirement like other mantra and the scripture is there for. We have some requirements for that, but not for Nam Jap. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. I sent in the group. And sometimes this verse is also very handy. Like, let's say you are traveling in a 24-hour flight. We may go use the restroom. We may not be able to take bath, etc. We're stuck at the airport, or there are situations. Or sometimes someone has gone through a surgery. They are bedridden. They can't take proper bath, etc. So we can remember this verse and we can remember Krishna. Basically, the essence is to remember Krishna. Pundarik Aksha. Pundarik Aksha. That means lotus eyed Lord Krishna, whose Aksha are like lotus, Pankaja, Netra. Then, that person, Bahya Abhyantara Shuchihi, बाहर और अंदर से शुचि, that means pure, clean हो जाता है. And even we should chant this chant this, and maybe the more idea is remember Krishna even at the time of bathing. As we know, there are like multiple types of bathing. The lowest is the water bathing. When we bathe with water, we think it's very high. No, but actually it's the lowest. There is water bathing, there is sun bathing, air bathing, and the most highest is the mantra bathing. When we bathe ourselves, that means we immerse our consciousness with the remembrance of Krishna. This verse is also telling to Yasmarit, one who remembers Krishna becomes pure. So we should also remember Krishna while bathing also. So that's actually real bathing. That's real purification. Why do we bathe? To become pure, to become free from dirt. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This mantra is from Garud Purana, I think. Canto 11, chapter 3, text 49 mentions it.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Yeah.
प्रभु जी, we have a very scientific person here. आप कुछ भी बोलो तुरंत खोज कर निकाल देंगे.
Very nice.
Garud Purana, okay.
These are like lawyers. So Matajis are our law committee to keep us on track.
No,
Yes.
Prabhuji, I just looked it up. But it's mentioned, Prabhupada has mentioned it. Canto 11, chapter 3, text 49.
But this is from the Garud Puran, right?
Nice.
Sure.
Prabhupada
Sure.
may have quoted it at multiple other places also. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, let's read the next verse. Anyone would like to read?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Text 14. Tam त्वद्व्य नूनं महता गतिं गुरुं त्रैलोक्यकान्तं दृशिमन्महोत्सवम् रूपं दधानं श्रिय ईप्सितास्पदं द्रक्ष्ये ममासना उषसु सुदर्शनः. Translation by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Today I shall certainly see him, the goal and spiritual master of the great souls. Seeing him brings jubilation to all who have eyes, for he is the true beauty of the universe. Indeed, his personal form is the shelter desired by the goddess of fortune. Now all the dawns of my life have become auspicious. Hare Krishna. So I believe Akrura here is saying that he is going to see the Supreme Lord, who is very beautiful, and his shelter is taken by none other than Lakshmi herself. And that he's saying that all the dawns, he's very poetic, have become very auspicious. So just by the darshana, sudarshana. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Reading from Kṛṣṇa Chakravarti Thakur's commentary. Akrura considered, today my eyes will relish a veritable festival of bliss. So taking darshan of Krishna is also called Netra Utsava. Why? Because it's a festival for the eyes. It's very, very auspicious. It's the perfection of eyes to see Krishna. So he's in great jubilation that today my eyes will be perfect. It will be a festival. I will see Krishna, whose form is the reservoir of the conjugal attractions of the rasa dance, and aspired by the goddess of fortune who forever resides on Lord Vishnu's chest. So even Lakshmi Devi is aspiring to get the darshan. The mornings following many nights have brought auspiciousness for me. Otherwise, it implied, without so many sleepless nights, this fruit would never have come about. So, in short, he was waiting for, like if I say in Hindi, like the wait was worthwhile. Dawn is basically the evening time, right? The evening sandhya is referred to as the dawn, and dusk is the morning, right? So all my dawns have become auspicious. So all the while I waited for you, Kṛṣṇa, all the sleepless night, this is the fruit which is now going to come.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, dawn is the morning before sunrise.
Dawn is morning
Yes, Prabhuji.
and
Before
dusk is
sunrise.
the evening.
Evening.
Sandhya?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry
Prabhuji.
about that. But again, the meaning still remains the same, that all the days, all the nights I waited for you are now going to be fruitful. Dawn. Yeah, begin the dawn, the map. Dawn is the morning. Thank you. Okay. Ushaha. The Sanskrit word is Ushasaha. Any other thoughts, comments anyone else has in text number 14? Okay, we'll move on to text 15. Vedi has also joined. Thank you. Want to read?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Very well.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Athavarudha sapadishviratat pradhana punchos charanam svalabdhe dhiyatritam yogibhir apiyaham dhruvam namasyabhyam cha sakhin vanokasha. Translation. Then I will at once alight from my chariot and bow down to the lotus feet of Krishna and Balaram, the Supreme Personalities of Godhead. Theirs are the same feet that great mystic yogis striving for self-realization bear within their minds. I will also offer my obeisances to the Lord's cowherd boyfriends and to all the other residents of Vrindavan. Hare Krishna.
Very well. Thank you. What is the mood of Akrura here? He is aspiring that the moment I see Krishna and Balaram, at once I will get down from my chariot and prostrate. So the moment we see Krishna and or his devotees, other residents of Vrindavan or his cowherd friend, basically his associates, I will also offer obeisance. So there's a beautiful lesson here. Some people say, okay, I'll offer obeisance to Krishna and Balaram, but not to devotees, not to his associates, not to his friends. Krishna never likes that. The other thing is at once I'll get down and offer my prostrated obeisance. He's anticipating Krishna's reciprocation. He's anticipating what I will do. So bhakti does not mean to become desireless. Right? Akrura is having spiritual desires. I'll see Krishna, I'll meet Krishna, I'll offer obeisance to him. So bhakti does not mean to become desireless. Bhakti means to have unlimited spiritual desires. Unlimited spiritual desires to serve Krishna, to serve Vaishnavas, to serve Prabhupada. We can have unlimited desires. Like Srila Prabhupada had so many desires to build temple, to distribute books, to distribute prasad. We go to Govardhaniko village. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj had this desire, had this vision. And now if you go, that's like over 100 acres of property, beautiful spiritual paradise there. So spiritualist does not mean shanti, shanti, shanti. No desire, neti, neti, rejecting everything. No. Spiritualist means to have unlimited desire to please Krishna. And that's what we see. They have a bucket list also. They have a spiritual bucket list. I'll see Krishna, I'll offer my pranams to him, I will do this, I'll offer pranams to the dust of Vrindavan, the cowherd friends, the other residents, one Aukasa, everyone. And as soon as we, get to Vrindavan, get to any holy place, get to a temple, the first thing we do, offer pranams. Very, very important. One should offer pranams to the holy dham, the holy devotees, holy deities, the residents of Raja. Any other comments in this text? Okay. 16. Anyone wants to read? Anyone in a position to read? Has not read yet. Nityaṁ.
Krishna Prabhuji, I'm driving actually, so I'm just
Okay.
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mata, please.
Api angari patitasya me vibhu shirasi adhasayan nijahasta pankajam dattabhyam kala bhujanga ramhasa prodvejitanam sarasneshanam nirnam. Translation. And when I have fallen at his feet, the Almighty Lord will place his lotus hand upon my head. For those who seek shelter in him because they are greatly disturbed by the powerful serpent of time, that hand removes all fear. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Krishna will place his hand on my head. Isn't that beautiful? Meditation. And we are all disturbed by the serpent of time. That hand removes all the fear. There's another beautiful verse. Krishna lifts Giri Govardhan on the little pinky of his left hand. It removed all the fear. So Krishna's, it's a power of touch of God. So we should also aspire. May the Lord put his hand on our head, or may put his feet. Gopis are aspiring. May the Lord put his feet on us. So these are very high aspirations, but this is what a devotee aspires. What do materialists aspire? They'll say maybe, maybe Mr. Birla, Mr. Ambani, maybe they hold my hand so that I can get a good job in their company. Or maybe the CEO of whatever, some big company in America, maybe if he or she holds my hand, then that means I become close to them, and then they will hire me as a director or president of their company, and I will be so blessed. Is it not? Most people want that, right? To get a job as a big director, big president in Google, Microsoft, all these big companies. So why? To get a lot of money, right? To get a lot of fame, to get a lot of money. That's their end goal. But devotee, Krishna, you put your hand on me because you are the one who can relieve all the disturbance, all the fatigue, all the stress. There's no other hope, no other shelter. You are the real shelter, Sharana, which everyone is searching for. Otherwise, this serpent of time, no matter one is earning $1 million or $10 million, still the serpent of time, the Kala Chakra, they are also so fearful. So much stress, so much fear, so much anxiety is there in their lives. So we should also aspire, Krishna, please put your divine hand on my head, your divine feet on my head. And that's the whole mood. We prostrate ourselves. We put our head on Krishna's feet or on the ground, basically signifying Krishna's feet. Any other thoughts, comments here? Text 16. Let's see what Krishna Chakravarti Thakur says. So he said earlier in text 16, I'll jump off the chariot and hold Krishna Balram's feet, right? And Akrura thought, Krishna will place Adhyasyan, his lotus hand, which bestows fearlessness. Datta Abhayam. Datta means to give. Abhayam. What does Krishna give? Abhayam. He gives fearlessness on all the living entities on this famous story of Vibhishana coming to Sri Ramchandra before the battle began. This famous story and famous pastime and very, very beautiful pastime. Vibhishana came and this people on Lord Ram's teams started to have a meeting. Kya kare? Should we kill him? Should we tie him? So different people said different things. But when when Lord Ram was asked, what shall we do? Lord Ram said, Sakrideva prapannaya tavasmi iti yachate dadami etat vratam mama. Sakrid, that means even once one says, Sakrideva prapanna tavasmi, hey Bhagavan, मैं आपका tavasmi iti yachate. One does this yachana like a beggar, like a surrendered soul. Krishna, I am yours, you are mine. I give him fearlessness. So what to speak of Vibhishana, even Ravan comes, I will give him fearlessness. I will make him the king of Lanka. You know this famous pastime. Vibhishana came, Lord Ram made him the king of Lanka before the battle began. And someone asked, well, what if Ravana comes? What will you do to him? He said, my dear Bharat will not object to this. I will give him the Ayodhya. I'll make him the king of Ayodhya. And he said, what about Bharat then? What if he disagrees? Huh? He said, Bharat is such a Paramhamsa Vaishnava. Devotees like him, they rule the kingdom of my heart. It's very beautiful and poetic and mellow there. So basically, Krishna is controlled by the love of his devotees. Sadhavo hridayam mayyam, sadhunam hridayam tabaham, mad anyat ninajanatit naham tebhyo managam. I stay in the heart of my devotees stay in my heart. They don't know nothing but me, I know nothing but them. So here the meditation is on the hand. One last verse, the meditation on the hand continues, and then we'll pause for the day. Anyone who has not read and wants to read?
I can read now, Prabhuji just reached home. So,
Perfect timing.
Hare Krishna. Samarhanam yatra nidhaya kaushikas tatha balischapa jagat tareyendatram yadva vihare vraja yoshitam shramam sparshe na saugandhika kande apu apanudad. Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhuji. I'm reading from phone, so it is little difficult to
Try a different meter. Samarhanam yatra nidhaya kaushikas tatha balischapa jagat Rayendratam. Try this meter.
Samarahanam yatra nidhaya kaushikas tatha balischapa jagattarayendra tam yadva vihare vrajaya yoshitam shramam sparshena saugandhika gandhi apanudat.
Very nice. Much better, right? Feel
Yes,
better?
yes.
Wonderful. Next.
Translation. By offering charity to that lotus hand, Purandara and Bali earned the status of Indra, king of heaven, and during the pleasure pastimes of Ras dance, when the Lord wiped away from the gopis perspiration and removed their fatigue, the touch of their faces made that hand as fragrant as a sweet flower. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please read the purport as well.
The Puranas call the lotus found in the Manas Sarovar lake a Saugandhika. Lord Krishna's lotus hand acquired the fragrance of this flower by coming in contact with the beautiful faces of the gopis. This specific incident, which occurred during the Ras Leela, is described in the 33rd chapter of the 10th canto. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So you see, each and every limb of the Lord, he's meditating, and when he was meditating upon the feet, oh, these feet are held by Shiva, by Brahma, by the gopis, etc., etc. Now he's meditating on the beautiful lotus hand of the Lord. That this hand, when he will place the hand on my head, all the impurities, all the anarthas will be gone. I'll be so fortunate. This very hand, Bali Maharaj earned the status of Indra. So he gave charity, right? To whom? Yeah, reading in the kids section now, the Bali and the Vaman story. in the youth classes. So Bali Maharaj gave charity, the 3 steps of land, and that's how he will become next Indra. That very hand got the fragrance from touching the gopis' faces. He wiped the perspiration and removed the fatigue of the gopis. In the previous chapters, we have read that. It's the power of Krishna's lotus hand. So it removes our fatigue also. It removes our anarthas. It removes our fear. It gives us shelter. It removes our disturbances by time. We are all disturbed by time, kala. That's text number 17. Let's see if there is more purport. Actually, there is more commentary here. So, by offering water to symbolize one's intention, sankalpa, to give charity, Purandara, also known as Kaushika, and Bali, perfectly worshipped. So, they offered charity, Purandar and Bali Maharaj, to get the post of Indra. The offering of water into the Lord's hand were performed by Purandar during the avatar of Swayambhu Manu and Bali during the avatar of Vamandev. So Purandar during the Swayambhu Manu avatar and the Vamandev avatar. Thus Purandar became Indra and Bali will attain the post of Indra in the future. So Purandar became Indra, the current Indra, and then Bali will become the future Indra. And where is Bali now? Anyone knows? In the Sutaloka, the lower planets, and Krishna became his Dwarpal actually. We'll study that also. At the time of Rasa dance, Krishna used his lotus hand to wipe away the drops of perspiration from the limbs of the gopis which had arisen due to fatigue. That's in the 10th canto, the Rasa Panchadhyaya. So it subtly indicates that just as Krishna's lotus feet, although worshipped by Brahma and other demigods, carry the remnants of kumkum from the gopis' body, similarly the lotus hand, even though worshipped by such personalities as Indra and Bali, performed the service of wiping away the perspiration from the faces of the gopis. Such is the super excellence of the sweet mood of the Vraja gopis. So there is Akrura is connecting the feet with the gopis, and even with the Brahma and Shiva, and here is connecting the hand. So if we see the two aspects, the greatness and the sweetness, both are discussed here. The greatness and the sweetness. The Puranas call the lotus in the Manasarovar lake as the Saugandhika. The word Sugandha is quite famous. Saugandhika. So a special lotus in the Manasarovar lake. And Krishna's hand acquired the aroma of this flower by touching the fragrant faces of the gopis. Hare Krishna. So this is Krishna's hand, the power of his hand we discussed in the last few verses. Any thoughts, comments before we pause? Any quick thoughts, questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, may I ask a question?
Sure, Prabhuji. Sure, Mataji, sorry.
But how does Akrura, and I may have missed the previous chapters, how does he come to this realization that Sri Krishna is the Supreme Lord himself? Like he's offering all this like thoughts and prayers. Um, like is it mentioned, or did he inherently know that he was the Lord? Or is there some pastime related?
Akrura is Krishna's uncle in one way. Like, right?
Right, right.
Akrura is Krishna's uncle in the Vishnu dynasty or the Yadav dynasty. He's the uncle of Krishna. Now, how did he develop such deep love and devotion? There must be some background and pastime, which I am not aware, but there must be some connection. But he was primarily serving under Kamsa. So he was already a great devotee in the the Dasya Rasa. So he was like a secret devotee. And Kamsa did not fully know that. Kamsa thought, okay, Akrura is in like my team. And he's going to bring Krishna to me so I can kill him at the pretext of a wrestling match. So your question still remains kind of unanswered. How did he know? Or there must be some background, or there must be some previous story, like when did he move to Kamsa's service? How did he move? Why did he move? That all detail is, I am not aware, and maybe it's there in some other scriptures, but Bhagavatam does not refer that.
He was
But
married to Ugrasen's daughter, I think, from what I know.
yeah, nice.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so I guess we'll pause here and meditate on Krishna's hand and the beautiful aspects which we learned about Krishna's hand today, and continue tomorrow. Grantaraj Bhagavatam Purana ki jai, Jagat Guru Śrī Prabhupada ki jai, Samved Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.